Now this is the Carly code reader. Not only will you be able to read and delete trouble codes, but this will help you locate the faulty part and complete the repair at home. So it's quite a bit different from your traditional code reader. Typically with these you can read and delete codes and that's it. This is the next step to help you do all of the work yourself. Let's jump into the vehicle and I'll show you how it works. So we're plugging in this device into the OBD2 port. So on this Audi, it's on the driver's side. Simply plug it in. Now because this is an app-based code reader, you can use any Apple or Android device. Jump into the App Store, type in Carly, and you'll see the software. Carly OBD2 car scanner. Once you download the app, you can open it. And then you want to choose the vehicle that you're working on. So in this case, we have a 2011 Audi S4. And now we want to connect to that device. So on the bottom, we have connect. Now I'm going to, you can turn on the vehicle. In this case, I'm just turning on the key fob. So pressing in the fob or just turn on your ignition key and then hit connect. Now this takes roughly 30 to 45 seconds. So now we have a number of different options and some of these are incredibly useful. And I'll show you all of these options here in a moment. But the main thing is if the check engine light is on, you'll find the trouble code in the health tab of the app. And we have 9 issues that have been found. So let's look at the first one together, ABS brakes. And we have a description regarding the tire pressure warning, which is absolutely correct. When I first purchased this vehicle, one of the tires had a small leak. I've patched that tire. I can now delete that code from the vehicle's computer. So now let's see why the check engine light is on. And you'll find that in the engine portion of the app here. And we have 2 codes, one for P007D, another for P0237. So let's enter Smart Mechanic. Now what is Smart Mechanic? I would describe it as a time-saving feature, meaning most of us will simply write down the code and then do a bunch of research. What is it? Where can I find it? How do I fix my car? So on and so forth. All of that is built into the app. So we have the name of the code. It occurred at 181,000 miles. Potential consequences: idle does not run smooth, engine shuts down, so on and so forth. Now, I've been playing with this app. This is the easiest way that I found to use this from a consumer standpoint. So what I would do is jump over to more info, and now it does a Google search, Audi P0237, and I would jump to images because I want to see what the part looks like. And then right here, Audi 3-liter V6, which this vehicle has, I know precisely now what the map sensor looks like. Now I would jump back into the app. Hold on, if I can grab it here. And use the app to help me. So if I scroll to the bottom, manifold absolute pressure, barometric pressure data inconsistent. Now you can read all about the map sensor, but we want to repair it. And now we can check the causes of the error. So now we're looking at the Audi supercharged V6, and based on that picture, the map sensor lives right here. So this is the map sensor on the vehicle. So let's see what the app says to help us. First, the sensor should be uncovered and check for visual damage. Yes, everything looks okay to me. Next is to check whether the intake tract is tight and free of oil leaks. Well, there's nothing to worry about here in that case. If all errors are excluded, the sensor itself must be the fault. So then you can simply replace the sensor. But that doesn't answer us the question, why is the check engine light on? Well, this vehicle has 2 map sensors. So here's the first one. The second one is on the passenger side. And as you can see, it's disconnected. Now, of course, I did this to have that check engine light turn on, But using the app, if you're a novice, you're doing this for the first time, you can simply follow step by step. Sensor should be uncovered, check for damage, make sure maybe that this is loose. Now this is actually something I found recently. This harness connector is broken. I should not be able to just take this off. So this alone can cause the check engine light to turn on. So again, this is a time-saving device. It's giving you step-by-step instructions on how to fix the fault code on your vehicle. So two things really come to mind. Number one, this is a tool. This is very similar to something like this. This is a camshaft sprocket removal tool for Subarus. Look at it, it's very basic. And this was over $60. But the reason why I bought it is because it makes the job so easy. You can do the job without it, but this saves me so much time. Then I can move on to something else and keep going. I'm not getting slowed down. That is precisely what Smart Mechanic does, is to help you figure out precisely what's wrong with the car and help you fix it. Instead of you doing a bunch of research, all of that is built into the app. That's number one. Number two is the price point. I have read some reviews and people think this is a little expensive. You have to remember, this is not a basic code reader. This is quite sophisticated. This vehicle has 3 computers. This is able to talk to all 3 computers. And not only does it read trouble codes for the engine, this reads trouble codes for the ABS system, the airbag system, and some other things that I'll show you right now. Really cool things. If you want all of those features, I've spent well over $120, $140 for all of those features for one of these. Well over $120 to do ABS, airbag codes, and everything else. So this is priced at $85. I think that's pretty darn good. And it's your phone. You take this everywhere. You don't have to lug this around with you, nothing like that. So I think it's really quite convenient, but let me show you some other things, really cool things. So let me show you some other really cool things. Service and maintenance. Now in this vehicle, as you can see right now, service due. I can turn off that light. So if I jump into this, oil service due in 365 days, that's fine. But let me show you how cool this is. Reset service. So I don't have to go to a dealer. On many modern vehicles, you have to go to the dealer to turn off lights. It's so crazy. But here I can simply turn it off. Other things you can do, used car mileage check. Now this is really convenient. I don't have to worry about that on this vehicle with 181,000 miles. But let's say, for example, you're looking at a low mileage vehicle and you think, or you just want to double check that the mileage on the dash is the actual mileage. No one has tampered with that. This will talk to the vehicle's computers and obtain the true mileage. So right here we can check the mileage, and if we go through it, current mileage is 181,092.36. I'm showing 181,098, so I'm off by 6 miles. That is perfectly fine, but this is incredibly convenient. This will save you thousands, because that actually happens more than you think, people rolling back the odometer on this display. And then lastly, this is very convenient. Customizations. This is really cool, by the way. So let me show you. And now we have a number of different options. Alarm system, brake light, central locking, comfort functions. We'll just choose one. And now you have a number of different options. You could spend a lot of time, by the way, going through all of these different options and really customizing your vehicle the way that you want it to be. But I hope this really gives you a really good idea on what this software provides. If you want to learn more information, I'll include a link in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for watching.